here we are in my morning drive, going off to school, college. Love it there. Always good stuff. So, in style of the CinemaSins guy, Jerry, I believe. Jeremy? Anyway, a bit of inspiration taken from him, admittedly. But this is also just the best time that I can vlog. So, I guess nothing else, since I consider myself a filmmaker, in the loosest of terms, I will talk about movie news. So, I read yesterday on comicbook.com, I read that Incredibles 2 was ahead of schedule. Brad Bird, the writer-director of the last one, was promoting the Iron Giant anniversary edition, where they're putting it back in theaters, which I will be first in line for, the 30th of this month, September. He was promoting it, and he was talking about Incredibles 2, and how he's already, I think it was 3/5 of the script is already done, and they've already started storyboarding it. Yay. And he says that it's going so well, and he's got a few people who worked on the last one working on this one, and it's going so well right now that Pixar actually decided to move their schedule of the upcoming movies and put Incredibles 2 before Cars 3, which... yeah, should have been the thing straight out of the gate. That should have been, obvious. It's like, of course Incredibles 2 is going to be in front of Cars 3, but originally Cars 3 was going to be before Incredibles 2, which everybody was just sort of, really? About? Except for the people at Disney, apparently. I mean, more toys, more money, right? But anyway, that's another video. A few ideas that I had, for the sequel, which are probably irrelevant now. But these are just ideas I have. If any of them sync up with the movie, everybody can come back to this video and be like, oh my gosh, you were right, or oh my gosh, you were totally off, but I still wanted to see that movie. Whatever. In the storyboards really in the original planning of the first Incredibles, there's a more James Bond-esque villain, and while the first movie borrowed a lot from James Bond, I would still like to see that direction, because I always like to see that type of character go up against a superhero. And since the very James Bond-esque volcano lab, headquarters, whatever, has been done in the first one, in the sequel, he can have... let's see. I don't think an air base would be good, because none of the Incredibles fly yet. So that wouldn't be too fun. Well, I guess it would be, maybe. Like at the climax, they're all hanging off the side of the actual base. Elastigirl, or Mrs. Incredible, whichever we want to call her right now, is holding on to all of them. That would be kind of cool. And then Mr. Incredible, grabs her and, pulls her up, and, I don't know, that'd be a nice, power of family moment. So maybe Airbase could work, but I guess but then again, they probably don't want to invoke Avengers. Villain's base. Could be an ice castle. Go full up adventure. Have an ice castle. Then again, Jack would probably just melt the whole thing. Probably. So, I guess that's out. We could do, a whole nature-themed villain. That'd be cool. No, that's Up, really. Dang. Have the Incredibles go up against the guy from Up. Just a bunch of dogs coming after those people. That'd be fun. Well, I guess not, because those dogs would be taken out instantly by any of those powers. Outrunning, force field, yeah, okay, maybe not. Maybe we just need, a real supervillain. We got sort of a taste of that in the first Incredibles, and with Syndrome, but we also got a taste of Bon Voyage And maybe that's what we need for the sequel, like a real gimmicky villain who becomes a real threat. Like, think Batman's, like, Quilt Man becoming a real threat. A lot of people say they want to see Mr. Incredible retired and it be the kid's story. And while that's an interesting take, I think Incredibles can benefit the most from the power of family aspect. That's me. That's what I think. Because I like seeing that. There's not enough of that. That's what I liked about How to Train Your Dragon 2. Those times we got with the whole family of them being a family. Not just talking about being a family, but being a family. And that's why the best scene in the first Incredibles is when the whole family fights those stormtroopers in the jungle. And it's awesome. And then at the very end when they take down the robot together. It's so cool. I guess what another thing that people want to see is more supers, as they're called in the film. More supers coming out of hiding. And I agree with that. A lot of them are dead, which is a bummer, to say the least. But yeah, seeing superheroes come out of hiding, see the government agent, Rick Dicker, whatever his name is. He looks like Richard Nixon. See some of the government stuff might be interesting. I love reading fan theories for sequels because on Incredibles 2, one person put, and I wish I knew the username, but one person put, there's going to be a moment where the main villain gets trapped on his cape again, and it looks like the end of the movie. But then he presses a button on his suit or on his whatever, and the cape retracts, and it's kind of the oh goodness moment. It's like it's the oh no moment, that kind of thing. That would be a nice touch. It's not really a plot point, but if that was in the movie, I think everybody would love it. There was this one theory about 2 years ago that I really, really liked. The guy was saying that what if, with Jack being so powerful, and especially if it's a years later story, and Jack has grown up a bit, and he's still got his uberant powers, what if, since he's so powerful, he gets kind of distanced from the rest of the family because they see him as very, too powerful almost. And this fan theorist was saying, what if he becomes so powerful and so self-conscious over the fact that the villain kind of dupes him and has him fight against the family. And that right there, family fighting against family, is super interesting. That would be more interesting than freaking Iron Man and Captain America fighting over a registration act. Shots fired, I guess. So those are my ideas, thoughts, excitements on Incredibles 2. I think everybody's excited to see this film. This is good news that it's getting bumped up, and that Brad Bird's excited about it, apparently. So here's looking forward to Incredibles 2, which will probably be something like 2017, because I think it was originally 2018. So, yeah. That's something good to wait for. Something to look forward to. Yeah. Alright, I'm at school now, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.